Hi, welcome to this episode. I'm going to show you the haul that we got at the charity shops this morning in Cheadle. Mark, my husband, came along with me and I'm really pleased that he did because he's pretty fastidious in terms of checking and researching and all of that stuff. He used to work as a data manager, so he's now taken over in the business all of the running of my spreadsheets and tracking and YouTube analytics and all of that stuff, which is a big help for me. And I will be getting him on YouTube episodes in the future because he's kind of open to that, and we're going to be taking you on our travels and showing you our sourcing trips around the UK. We've got plans to go abroad sourcing, and once we actually get moved house, if you've been following, you'll know the saga. I have empty shelves up here because literally everything is packed, but once we get moved, we'll be able to really kind of find our groove with our business and get all of those things going on YouTube. But if you don't know me, I'm Gill. I'm a vintage seller. I have been in business since July 2024, and in September, Mark, my husband, took early retirement. He's 55 and he just thought, I'm taking the plunge, doing it, and he's come and joined me in the business. So yeah, you will see more of Mark. We are officially retirement resellers, which is exciting. So let me show you what we got today. I'm chuffed with this. I'm going to start off with something personal for myself. I got this dress, which I really love. It's a very wintry, long sleeved, quite boho dress. I'll show you later properly because I'm actually going to wear it out tonight. It's a boohoo dress, and I would never buy boohoo. I'm not a fast fashion fan, but I don't mind pre-loved because it's better than it going in landfill. And this dress was only £4. And it's just gorgeous because it's really long, and I am really tall. I'm like 5'10" and a half. So it's floor length, boho. I just think it's gorgeous. I love the colours. I love the pattern. Really pretty. We're going out tonight to see Patrick Grant from Sewing Bee. If you watch the Sewing Bee, we're going to see him talk all about the fashion industry, sustainability, all of that stuff, because my daughter Scarlett is so mad on fashion and keen to get into the industry. So that's for me, my first little treat. Now, for the business, we sell online, but we also have a physical space, and we've actually got quite a lot of big stuff at the moment ready to go into the physical pitch, but we're doing our first vintage fair next weekend, so we're taking a lot of that to the vintage fair, and anything that doesn't sell there will then go to the pitch. So we are building a business with various streams of income, various opportunities to sell, and online it's mostly little vintage pieces, quick pieces to post and send, interesting finds, the smaller stuff, because the pitch is more furniture, and I'll do a whole episode about that separately when we get over there. But I want to show you this first. I love this. This is, you can see on the back there, a framed print, and it's got provenance on the back. It says this antiquarian print is guaranteed to be over 100 years old and is coloured by hand. Circa 1830 Swiss costume. So it's a really beautiful hand-tinted, hand-coloured print there, framed professionally, ready to hang. And that I bought in Bernardo's Vintage in Cheadle, which you might have seen me featuring on Instagram, for £5. So that will be going up and getting listed. I bought a couple of little cute prints. These small pieces go really well for gallery walls. They were 50p each. That one there, just in wooden frames. And that one there. But again, for £1, they were really cute. And then this little one was also £1, and it's just a little portrait in a fancy little frame. It's not particularly old. It is just a kind of repro thing, but again, I paid £1 and I'll pop it online. I don't know, maybe I'll get £8-9 for it, something like that. But I might do it as a little collection, of a gallery wall collection. So I think that was the only artwork, although I did get a frame. I don't really sell many modern frames, but I do pick these up when I see them. So it was a silver plated frame. It's in really good condition. It just needs a bit of a wipe down and a dust. and that was £3.50, but I've sold these before and they can fetch around 15 to 20 depending on the size. I do need to research that because it's more modern, but it's immaculate. It's really fabulous. It's brand new. So yeah, I'll be sorting that out and getting that online as well. What do you think about that? Next up, a few little knickknacks. I love this. It's just, oh, upside down, sorry. It's hooks. It's brass hooks. Ship's wheels. Now, ship's decor has been trending for quite a long time. I sell a lot of ships paintings and things. They are gorgeous. That was in Bernardo's Vintage for £4. Just think they're really pretty. They'll go online probably today. I'll get those straight up. And then this is a little tin pewter apple dish. Now it is some kind of twinning commemorative dish. Looks like this, I don't know, I'll have to research it, but the twinned with Rixensart in June 1992. It's just a commemorative thing, but irrespective of the inscription, which is in French, the anniversary of the twinning, it's a lovely piece, just a little trinket dish. Apple sell really well, metal sells really well for me, and that was £1.99. So no idea, it's like bread and butter stuff. It's tiny flips, but again, I thought that was cute. And I also picked this up for £1, which is a little trinket tray. Now Scarlett might put this in the pitch because my daughter at our vintage pitch has a corner and she sells Y2K 90s fashion, and it has a real sort of vibe. She likes all the glamorous type stuff, so that possibly she might use that as a little trinket tray in her pitch because she does sell some jewellery and things. But it might, when I've done a bit of research, it might just go as a standalone piece. And these little like melamine trays, certainly if they've got nice images, they sell really well for me. And it was £1. I just picked it up and thought, well, if it doesn't get sold, it'll be useful for Scarlett's pitch. Now, a couple of bags. If you've followed me for a while, you'll know that I do enjoy selling accessories. I've really not gone down the clothesline too much. I'm starting to edge my way into clothes, and I did pick up some clothing today, which I'll show you. But bags have always been good for me, and vintage bags in particular. This one I absolutely love. It's all sequined with the cane handles, and it's from Bernardo's Vintage. Now it cost me £8, but I think I've sold stuff like this before. I know that I can make some profit on that. It's lined out inside. It isn't labelled, but a lot of the vintage ones aren't. I'm hoping. I'm actually trying to read that now without my glasses. I don't know. I mean, it might be it might be Primark or something. I don't know, but it just has that really lovely vibe. And I really, really like the sequins and the pattern and the size of it. Scarlett saw it and was like, oh, Mum, how lovely that is. Can I keep that? I said, no, it's going up for sale. So I'll bob that on. But look at the colours. I'll bob that on. Yeah, so £8. I know I can make profit on that. So perhaps, you know, in the past I probably wouldn't have spent £8 on something like this. But I have got a little bit more experience in bags now. And usually the very unusual ones like that kind of standalone do quite well for me. So we'll see. And then this one I do know will go. It's a Miss 60 denim jeans bag. Really lovely. We did some research on this in the shop. They go for around £50 on Depop. One sold for. So we'll try it out. I'm not in a hurry because it's easy to store. Miss 60 there, I paid £10 for it in Bernardo's Vintage. It's in good condition. It's a little bit marked on the top, this side here, a little bit there, but I'll clean that up, it won't take long. And that's cute, isn't it? Again, Scarlett was all over that. She was like, oh, can I put that in my pitch? But I think we'll stick it online and hold out for a good price for that one. Yeah, so we've started to spend a little bit more now to try and get more back. A lovely silk cushion cover with hand embroidery, and that was £2. So it'll get cleaned and I will fill it with a brand new feather pad because I have quite a few now in stock, ready to probably take that to the pitch with me actually, but I might take it to the vintage fair first next week. £2 I paid for that. And I got another cushion cover. Where's it gone? I did get another one because if you've seen my Instagram, you'll have seen these. I found, I think, 7 or 8 of these in Bernardo's Vintage last time I went. Brought them home, hand washed them and stuffed them, and they're going to the vintage fair and to our pitch. And then today I found the last one, so I obviously missed it last time. It was in like a fabric box of stuff, and I will, if I've got the time, spend the time to rummage through those things. I found it today so helpful having Mark with me, because he is just so patient and calm, and he will stand and hold. I'm like going through the fabric, passing him things to give me a chance to have a proper look. So I found that at the bottom and I was pleased because it kind of completes our set. But when I go by myself, I don't know about you, in the charity shops, sometimes they're so hot. I am a woman of a certain age. I find it hot. I find it hard to buy clothes because you're piling them up on your arms and the hangers are there and it just gets a bit... And sometimes if the shop is quite quiet, I can go to the counter and say, oh, could I just leave these here? But pretty heaving today in Cheadle on a Sunday when all the car boots have closed down. So it was nice to have Mark's arms, and he's just brilliant. He's a good checker of things. So it gave me a chance as well to buy a few more textiles while I was rummaging. Love this crochet blanket. It's huge. It does smell really fresh, so that's not a problem at all. I'm going to get that on. It was reduced. It had been £5 and it was down to £3. But again, it's winter crochet season. I just really like that. It isn't labelled, so I'm guessing it's handmade, but it is a really great weave or stitch. I don't know much about crochet. Probably I should, because I do pick up a lot and I sell a lot. But again, that's a really good size throw. And I got a little white crochet blanket. This one was £2. It's a bit smaller, but it's so pretty, and it would be nice. I don't know if I would never sell, this is a tip, I would never sell something targeted as a baby blanket because I don't want any comeback. You have to be really careful with selling. If you don't have insurance, product insurance, yeah, maybe I'm getting into a whole new topic here, but we recently got insurance for our vintage fair coming up. And the question was, do you sell electronics? And if you do, you need insurance really, because you're leaving yourself wide open. I guess the more experienced sellers will be able to advise, but the guy we spoke to on the phone said you have to have extra insurance if you're selling lamps, electrical appliances, all of that stuff. So we've made a conscious decision to no longer sell that stuff. You will obviously have, I think if you get it pat tested, it's different. It's just a bit of a minefield. At the moment, we're not going there because we've too much going on. We've got to move house and settle down with everything. So maybe you know better than I do. If you do know anything about selling lamps, put it in the comments. But for us, on that day, hearing that from the insurance company, we're trying to be lean with our costs. We thought we'll just leave that. They also asked us if we sold things for babies. So that, I guess, could be a pram blanket. But you could imagine, actually, a child could easily get tangled up in something like that. I mean, I don't know, maybe I'm being a bit too cautious. But that, to me, won't be listed as a pram blanket or a baby blanket. It's literally a handmade crochet blanket. This is like a minefield, isn't it? Tell me what you think. Am I being over dramatic? I don't know. What do you think about that? I might not list this now. Oh, what do I do? What do I do about that? Tell me if you have insurance for selling things for children. I'd love to know. Is it just equipment, toys? I've just sold a load of jelly cats. This is crazy, isn't it? Right. You tell me. A scarf, a number of scarves. So you know I sell accessories, have done from the start, belts, bags, scarves, all of that stuff. So I am on the hunt for pretty scarves. This is velvet. I was hoping it was silk backed. It's not. but it's a vintage accessorised scarf. Absolutely lovely. Do you remember these? I mean, they're not my style particularly, but I do remember that they're very like boho, and yeah, I like that. It was £2, £2. So it's going to be scarves week on my pages for sure, because I got a lot. This was in PDSA, and it was sad actually, because PDSA in Cheadle got burgled, and so the glass panel in the door was all boarded up, and the lady behind the desk said it was 5 weeks ago they got burgled. I mean, robbing a charity shop. They were unable to now use their safe because that had been attacked for the cash. They have apparently caught the person, but it was card only today. And she also said that there are, I think I heard her say 25 PDSA shops due to close across the country soon. So when are these charity shops gonna realise that if they keep their prices low, they're gonna sell more? Because I don't know about you, the prices, I know, like, I think we're still quite lucky. I get a lot of messages saying your charity shop prices are so cheap, but I do a lot of rummaging, and I look for the stuff that's marked cheaper, that's of quality. But if they were to reduce their prices, I'm sure they would get more people buying these clothes. You know, Scarlett volunteered in Oxfam for a long time, which is great. If you've got children, they take you at 14. And she said the stuff that gets sent to rags is unreal. Like, the unsold stock is just off the charts. So surely if they cut their prices, it wouldn't be unsold, perhaps, a lot of it. Now look at this. This is 100% silk. So PDSA, let me go back, I'm yapping today. PDSA had a bin, 3 scarves for £5. So that one wasn't from PDSA, that one was from Bernardo's Vintage. But these are all 3 for £5. So I bought 6 scarves and spent £10. And that one is 100% silk. 100% silk scarf for £1 something. How gorgeous is that? Very Christmassy, made in India, beautiful scarf. And I love scarves because they don't take up much room, and they can just sit in a box, and it takes as long as it takes for them to go. And this one, just seeing if it's got a label. I don't think this one does. It was the beauty of having Mark with me today. But it has got, oh, it's upside down, sorry. It's got peacocks. How beautiful is that? This is a kind of woolen scarf with the tassels. So the mannequin's going to have to come out later to get some nice photos of these. It's a teeny bit worn. I mean, I literally have to hold it up to the light. There's a tiny patch. I don't think you'll be able to see it on the... It's so barely noticeable. But, oh, hang on. I didn't even see that. Pashmina. 100% pashmina. Oh, that's a find. Isn't she gorgeous? So it is worth rummaging through the scarves, because you just never know. I don't know what pashmina's worth, but I'm sure it's going to be a good profit in that. Now, the next one, just checking if I've got 6 scarves now. I've told you I've got 6, and I think I have. It's huge. Again, beautiful pattern, fringing, massive, massive throw. You could actually use this as a chair throw. Doesn't stand out too great against my jumper, but it's got the fringing. It's like a knitted type woven. Yeah, I like that. No labels, but having hunted through, I liked that one. This one, Marks and Spencer's, Christmassy. It's got sequins, beautiful. M&S. I don't know, I mean, even if I just stick it on and get £5 for it, it's still a little profit. This one I might keep. It's a cape type scarf, again, Marks and Spencer's. It was in the 3 for £5 bucket, and it's like a shawl. Oh, there it is. It's got the seam at the back, and it's like a wrap. Isn't that gorgeous? Ah, I've just seen the other one on the floor. I knew there was one more. And this was also, so pleased. 100% silk. A fine, pretty, patterned, lovely scarf. It's so soft. We're all about the scarves today. So not much vintage decor, but online stuff. I think that's really pretty. You see the pattern? So sheer, 100% silk. So those 6 scarves, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 were £10. What do you think about those? Then I got a belt, which I love. And you know, I've always sold belts. These, it's a leather. It's just kind of got this lovely patterned stitching, stud detail on. It's really soft on the other side. It's not branded, but it's got its label and stuff here. That was Bernardo's Vintage and it was £3. And then this is a huge tablecloth. And this was £2 and we've bought it to go on our stall next Sunday as the table cover. So that was a practical purchase just to kind of pretty up our table a little bit. I didn't really have an aesthetic in mind. I just went and thought I need to find a tablecloth and I did. Right, that brings me now to one piece of clothing that we bought, just one, because we are not really going into clothing until we get moved. And when we do go into clothing, it's going to be very specific. And I'm going to be focusing really on buying clothing for women of my generation. So I'm 53. I think, you know, menopausal women, we want cool fabrics. We want high quality. I'm not into fast fashion or any of that stuff. I want to find really beautiful gems. And I buy so much pre-loved clothing for myself, but I always try and find those really beautiful brands. I always try and find it, like in charity shops, you still get a lot of new with tags, but the lovely stuff, the Bowden, the white stuff, those kind of brands, that Fat Face, you just get lovely organic cottons and things, you know, those things I really love to wear. So I feel like if I sell that I will connect with it more and feel more passionate about it. It's the same with my vintage home decor. I'm not really a seller of the really ugly one-off strange pieces, which I know there's a lot of money to be made in that stuff, but I like to really connect with what I'm buying, and if I can put it up in my own home until it sells, then that is a bit of a win. And it's helping us to formulate our brand image, which is sort of spilling over into the pitch, if you like. So clothes, quite specific. However, if I see something that I know is unique and one-off and it's vintage and it sings to me, then I'm going to buy it. And that's what happened today, because I saw this, which you may or may not like, but it's a patchwork Pepe jeans skirt. And I don't know if it's got a lot of value. I haven't looked, but it's layered and it's so pretty, and it absolutely reminded me of 1990s Gill. And I would have undoubtedly worn this in the 90s. I used to love Pepe jeans. It's got brown cord on the waistband, beautiful patchwork, a little kick flares there, layered, puffy. I mean, if it did fit me, I can't show you really, if it did fit me, I'd be so happy. I mean, I might squeeze in it in the spring, so I'm not too worried. But Scarlett will be able to sell this on her pitch if it doesn't go for me, because she sells 90s and Y2K, and it's just so gorgeous. So whether it's got any value, I don't know yet. I'm certain though that I can put it up for a good amount. It's 100% cotton lining. It's 90% cotton outer and 5% wool and 5% acrylic in the corduroy. So it's got a really lovely blend of fabrics on there. There are little patches of wool cotton. It's just gorgeous. It just feels such good quality as well. So I paid £8 for it in Bernardo's Vintage. It was hanging up. As soon as I walked in, I saw it and I thought, oh, that's coming home with me. And I'll keep you posted. What do you think about the skirt? I think she's beautiful. So not masses of big stuff. I have got a whole bunch of big stuff downstairs. I will do another video this week, the stuff that we're taking to the vintage fair. I've also had another delivery of really exciting things to show you as well. I've hopped back on and edited this in because I realised I didn't show you some of the books that Mark got. And Mark, he's got a really good eye for detail, and he spent ages in Bernardo's Vintage looking at the books. And he got this, which is Baron at the Ballet. And inside the book are these really beautiful book plates, and they were just tucked inside. We've got Royal Mail lines written on the bottom. And I'm thinking I'm going to have a look at framing those up as a set. And anyway, the book itself, I don't know if it's worth anything, but it's really pretty. It has all kinds of beautiful images inside, which Scarlett has got her eye on for her fashion design, because she loves inspiration from books like this. But it was £3.50. And then, because he was on a bit of a roll, he got the sister book to go with it, which was also £3.50. So again, I don't know if the book's worth anything, but inside were some more of these stunning images. So we have 8 altogether, and I'm hoping they're worth more than the book, because there's some foxing inside the book there, and they're really lovely. I mean, the images are amazing, and Scarlett will keep them if they're not worth anything, but really we wanted them for those. And then he got this really gorgeous Dutch paintings book, which again has got lots of lovely book plates inside. The book, because the book itself isn't in that great condition, but the plates, really lovely. So we might frame up some of the plates because they're falling out a little bit. So yeah, that was what Mark spent his time doing at the charity shop. Bless him. I hope that's given you some inspiration of things to look for when you're out charity shopping that might do well for you. Certainly the scarves and things are worth a try. They're so easy, and there's so many beautiful ones if you do some digging. So thank you so much for tuning in. Do like and subscribe for more. There's lots of episodes coming up. I'm going to be dragging Mark onto here at some point. Pray that we get our house move date soon though, and you'll be seeing me sitting in a different bedroom soon, hopefully. All right, take care. Have a brilliant day, whatever you're doing.